Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I just want to share with you a match I played against Isabel. Now, this match was just a rematch, as if you've been following my channel, we have played Isabel before, and yeah. But if you like it, slap that like button. But without further ado, let's get into it. So basically, I was with the white pieces, and I was just like, alright, e4. And Isabel played d5. And now, I'm going to think about making a video on the Scandinavian Defense, because if you've been following my channel, I've made one on the Sicilian, the French, all sorts, the Caravan. But I'm thinking of making one on the Scandinavian Defense. So guys, if you do like this video, put it down in the comments of if I should make the Scandinavian Defense, okay? But okay, so after d5, we did e takes d5, queen takes d5, as you should in Scandinavian, and then the immediate knight c3, because you just want to target the queen. Queen d6, now knight f3, and then this is just such a bot move. Queen to c5, it isn't even such a good move as well, but queen to c5, just be moving the queen around everywhere, you know? Move back. Exactly, it's just like some sort of triangles moving. And so I played d4, okay, striking in the center and also pressuring the queen. And then queen c6. Queen c6 is a horrible blunder. A horrible blunder. Because for those intermediate players and also beginners players, if you've heard of a thing called a pin, it's where the king and the queen are on the same diagonal, and you've got a bishop, and the bishop can pin the queen to the king. So basically, we win the queen, and that's what I did. Bishop b5, kaboom! Bishop b5. So basically, we now just win the queen. And the best move in this situation is just take the bishop, you know? Free piece. Yes, I take you back, but you win a bishop, okay? But no, knight d7, takes. And now I'm going through my head, whoa! I'm up against Isabel. Wow. The bot shouldn't have played like this, but... So I just need to keep calm, okay? Knight castled, which is just standard. Knight g to f6. Bishop to f4, developing another piece. And if you see, I've got all my pieces out developed. This rook can come across and pressure the king. Sorry, pressure the king. King's still in the center of the board, which isn't that good. So knight d5. We have a trade. And then bishop takes c7. I'm just picking up these pawns. I'm up 7 pieces of material. And yeah, probably one of the best moves is like rook to b8, putting some pressure on my queen pawn, on my b pawn, but I just play b3 and everything's good. So bishop a6, targeting my rook. So rook e1, e6, and knight e5. I want to get this knight out, first off, because I want to bring this bishop back and get it out of danger so it doesn't get trapped. So knight takes e5, bishop takes e5, and rook to c8. And now I can see, alright, the rook's on an open file, but I've got a queen. And can I use this queen to my advantage? Alright, so we have rook c1 and bishop b7. Now, bishop b7, I didn't understand the point of bishop b7, because when you're on a6, you've got this lovely open diagonal here. But now, you're on, I think it is b7, you're just shut out by your own pawn, so it's not that good. So you have c3, a6, and queen a5 check. The rook blocks, and now you could trade down, but then this rook is not really in the game, this rook's not in the game. What's happened to this rook? It's not moved, but it's just not good. So I struck in the center, c4. Again, if takes, then you have rook takes, and this rook is pinned to the king. So that's exactly what happens. D takes, rook takes, and then king d7. Again, a great move, because it just protects this rook, and if I take, then takes, and then I can't recapture back. But So I played rook e to c1 and bishop to c5, just hanging another piece. But I don't want to disrupt the file of my rook, like the open file of my rook, so I took with the rook. You have rook c8, rook takes c6, rook takes c6, rook takes c6, bishop takes, and now don't recapture the bishop. Yes, you'd be up a bishop, and then you take this pawn and you probably win the game. But you take the free pawn. Many people just, you know, snap take back. No, you just take the free pawn, and yeah, you're just winning here. We have bishop d5, and then I just pick up the g pawn, h5, queen a7 check, king e8, and now the great move, bishop f6, saying, alright, if you go here, then you just get mated. If you don't do anything, then you just get mated. So the bot finds the only move that can happen, and that's bishop b7. I take the bishop. Then you have king f8, and just as I said, I'll give you guys a couple of seconds to find the correct move. If you found it, put it in the comments below. And yeah. So guys, the correct move is any one of the three moves actually. Is queen b8, queen c8, or queen a8, because the bishop covers these two squares. Let me change that colour so you can see. The bishop covers these two squares, and yeah. I played queen b8, and this is checkmate. And yeah, very good checkmate in 29 moves, only 29 moves. And yeah, we beat Isabel. And it just shows you how powerful the Scandinavian defense can be if your opponent, well, how powerful the Scandinavian defense can be if your opponent plays badly. But then it also does show you that if you can play well against the Scandinavian defense, and you'll probably win all the time. Because the problem is with the Scandinavian defense is you bring your queen out very, very early, like this. So e4, d5, and like this. And then you can just be hit by like this. And please, guys, if you've watched this far, thank you. But you'll most likely see knight c3 in this position, and please do not go back. Do not go back to c6. Okay? Like, the queen eventually went to c6. d6 is alright. Actually, the computer likes just going straight back to d8, or even, no, not that way, sliding across. That's what the computer likes. Well, that's what one of the main lines is. Do not ever, after knight f3, do not ever go queen c5. Ever. Because then you just get hit with d4. And then, are you really going to move back? Well, you should, but the bot would always play a different move. And in this position, never really put your king and queen on the same diagonal when you've got a bishop that can just hit you. Okay? Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope this gives you confidence that you can beat better bots. And also hope that you will please slap that like button and hit the subscribe button. But thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.